I teach secondary school maths.
I teach Malay,
Chinese,
English language and literature.
physics.
I teach JC Economics.
I teach Geography.
What do I teach? Everything.
I think if you look at children nowadays, they're all so different. Some are so motivated, and sometimes parents will ask me, why is it that my child can't be like that child? But it's just that they are different.
I guess the number one thing you have to constantly try to do is to be relevant.
Strong communication skills with the ability to empathize with the students, to be able to relate to them at that level, and to be able to get the message across. That's really important.
What sites they're checking out, games as well. It's good to know what's the hottest games and what they're playing to try and stay relevant with them.
As for some others who say did a switch from banking to teaching, I think their experiences in the private sector will help to broaden the students' horizons, because sometimes, you know, the students are so protected and so sheltered. Whatever they know is so limited to what's already in the textbook, and they don't see what's the real world like, how competitive it is. So I think if the teacher can share from a personal viewpoint, I think that will really enrich the students' experiences and to prepare them for the life ahead.
As educators, we're able to explore curriculum redesign.
As a music teacher, in the past we used to struggle a lot with teaching the recorder, for example, to the pupils. Then it came upon a time when we realized that this wasn't working and they were really not interested in learning the recorder per se. So we redesigned the whole entire music program and we called it the modular music program. And through this modular music program, we introduced music of rap, music of jazz, music that is relevant to them, the music that they listen to. And we realized that through introducing such genres of music into the classroom, they were a lot more receptive. They paid attention more readily in the class.
One of the less traditional texts that we have chosen for study is Shrek, which, as you can tell, many students would love. Okay, but one thing that we had a problem with was getting them to see it as a literature text. And we showed them actually it's not very much different from Shakespeare or from Jane Austen, is it? After all, it has a narrative structure, it has characters that they can identify with, it has thematic overtones, and at the end of the day, there is a key message that the director wanted to get across to them.
There are times where we can actually change the learning environment. So there have been lessons where I bring them out to the park, I bring them out somewhere else where it's beyond the classroom, and you realize that their capacity and their curiosity will take over and it will make the lesson more interesting.
To me, having fun in the classroom is very important. So there's a lot of singing in my classroom, a lot of role-playing, a lot of games to get them interested. The lessons will come naturally after that.
The children nowadays are very exposed to the media. They are much smarter than we were before. So in terms of skill set, we feel that it's not just academic that's important. Socially, being able to be a bit more interactive with the friends, some social behavior and all that. These are life skills that has to be taught besides studies.
We have EQ, IQ, PQ, which is the physical quotient, and also survival quotient. And the intended outcome of this is primarily to inspire a child with the right attitude so that you can motivate him to intelligent behavior. And I think the main thing we're looking at between teacher and student is that if the relationship, the communication is strong, there is no way a teacher cannot take the guardianship of the child and really develop all four aspects.